What's up, fam? How are you guys doing? Let's get this cracking. Everybody out there, can you let me know how I sound, if it looks okay, all of that stuff. I'm looking at it over here on my monitor, my iPad, but I need to know or make sure if it sounds okay. So let's see who all is here. I see Leslie, Wolfbone, Phil's Badman, Brian, the Sussur's Apprentice. What's up, guys? Let's see. Oh, we got Lenny. Here, I'm just gonna read off here. It's too hard to read over there. So I got Lenny, the Boogeyman Closet, Shadow, Cool Cats, Nene Jelly Beanie, Boogle Queen or Boggle Queen, James Kindering, Nightwing Widow. What is up, guys? It is so good to see you guys. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah? Sounds good? Sweet. Sorry I didn't do a stream on Friday. I normally do the live Q&As on Friday, but I ended up going out of town. I planned on doing it. It was for my friend's son's wedding. And I thought the wedding was on Saturday, but it was actually Friday night. So by the time I got done with the wedding reception thing, I was beat. And because it's a pretty long drive, like 4 hours. And yeah, the cab of a truck with very little AC. It was super hot. But my friend was amazing and drove me down there, which was super awesome. Because you know me, I'm a broke motherfucker. And so he was awesome and like let me stay in his room and drove me down there and shit so I could see our other friend's son's wedding. It was his first kid, his oldest wedding. So pretty big moment in his life and all of our lives, to be honest. Because he's like the first one to have a kid old enough to get married kind of thing. But how are you guys all doing? I think you might have went into the hype too much, Joe Running, because the hype has gotten so big for Talk to Me that I think a lot of people are expecting too much. And I think it's a brilliant movie. Like, I love it. But I saw it before there was hype. So I just went into it and watched it and enjoyed it for what it was and didn't have this whole, like, buildup of... And that's why I said in my review, I'm like, dude, it's not Hereditary. Like, it's a great movie, but it's not, like, one of the greatest horror movies. Like, it's, you know, it's damn good, but it's like, you know, I mean, come on. Like, people, you know, not do that. And then you see people saying it's the scariest movie ever and, like, all this nonsense. And it's like, yeah, as good as it is, you know, you can't live up to all that hype. It's impossible. Well, I'm surprised, Joe, but I mean, or John, but I mean, we all have different taste in movies. Oh no, you're sick, Boogeyman? That fucking blows, dude. Sorry to hear that. Let's see. Breathing, all systems more or less working. So doing all right, Ghost Pirate. All right, good to hear, Shadow. It was the foot sucking. I loved that. I loved the foot sucking, the dog licking scene. Like, I love that stuff because it makes you uncomfortable, and that's what horror is supposed to do. It isn't always just supposed to be scary. I think too many people think, oh, it's horror, it's got to be scary. No, and yes, there was some creepy ass scenes in Talk to Me, but it did a lot more than that. It isn't just about, you know, being scary. I think a really well done horror movie makes you uncomfortable, makes you think, you know, squirm in your seat, like all these different things if it's done right. Yeah, let's not talk too many spoilers though, because I know there's some people here that still haven't seen it. So, I mean, those aren't really spoilers, but I know when we start getting into it, it could get spoiler free. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed the last voyage of the Demeter. These are moving. I'm not able to track ones. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. Also, I have a new channel, which I'm going to comment right now. Please go over there and support it, sub, but mostly just watch whatever's there. Because this is where all my individual reviews are going to be at from now on. It's just my name, Kane and Becker, on YouTube, and it's going to be. It's because the algorithm feed seems to be kind of mixing it up. It's like my list; it doesn't know. I don't know. It just honestly it seems like it just doesn't know what to do, and so things fluctuate a lot. And I'm thinking that maybe this will work better. And honestly, just for one weekend trying it out, it already seems like it's working better. Dude, Cobwebs was incredible. I did a review of Cobwebs too, guys. So it's on this channel, but here I'm going to pin. I don't know if I can pin. I'm trying to pin the new channel. That's so irritating that it doesn't let me pin it. But yeah, do you guys see the comment for my new channel? Do you guys see that? This one right there. The one that's on the screen right now. Just please go check that channel out. That's where my last voyage of the Demeter review is. And it's where all my individual see if you search Kane and Becker on YouTube, it comes up. But yeah, it's the one that's on the screen right now. This one right there. But I mean, you don't have to sub if you're not going to watch it. That's fine. I'm not pressuring anyone. I just want to let everybody know because that's the main thing. I just want whoever wants to watch my individual reviews to go over there and check it out so that it doesn't like, because I'm really mostly just worried about the core of this channel that really enjoys to watch all my individual reviews, not knowing where to find them, and then just thinking I'm not reviewing individual movies anymore. And that's not the case. I still want to go to early screeners and still put reviews up for movies when they come out as soon as I can, like I have been. So I just want to let everybody know about it. But I really hope it works too, because in the short term, I'm going to lose some money by doing this. But hopefully with you guys' help, we can get that channel monetized, and then those videos won't be because right now they have no. That's the other bonus for you guys. You can go watch over there without worrying about any commercials because the channel's not monetized yet. So yeah, they are, but we got a break right now, Shadow. There's not going to be really anything coming out much for a minute, at least until September, and that's when we finally start getting some horror movies again. So you got a few weeks to catch up. All right. Thank you, Shadow. Shadow just posted a link to the new channel as well. So if you guys want to check it out, but it's also listed on this channel. If you go to my channels where it says channels, it's also there. So like, if you go over here and you click on channel, it's right there. So just right there. If you go to channels, go down, bam, it's right there. But anyway, so is everybody cool with watching some shorts? Saw Excision. Yeah, hell yeah. It's super twisted and fun. I try to warn people though. I'm like, yeah, it may not be for everyone, but it's super fun if you're into twisted shit. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everyone who's subscribing over there. I'm busting my ass for you guys, trying to get you guys the best content and stuff as much as possible. So, all right. So let's do some shorts. Does anybody have any shorts they want to recommend? We can kick off watching one if someone knows of one. Otherwise, I'm just gonna throw up Alter. I was also thinking, have any of you guys seen the Mandela effect? The Mandela, the Mandela catalog, or is it the Mandela catalog or Mandela archives or whatever? Have any of you guys seen that, or the backrooms? Because we could check out that stuff too. Project Wolf Hunting? No, is that a short? We can watch whatever short you guys want to throw up a recommendation. Right now is the time. You got a buddy that's got a short, or if you're in a short or whatever, now is the time. Like any short, it needs to be like 10 minutes or so. I don't want anything more than that. Yeah, Mandela effects. It's Mandela, but it's not really the Mandela effect. It's super weird. It's linear hoarder or linear, like linear spaces. It's along the lines of like the backrooms. Well, it's got to be on YouTube. It needs to be on YouTube so that I can show it and not worry about getting the channel banned or a strike because it's too gory or nudity or whatever. All right, let's throw on the backrooms. So that way, anybody that hasn't seen it, we'll check out. We don't have to watch a lot of it, but I love introducing people to stuff like this. Where's the original channel? Is it Tell Foundry? There's so many copycats now. It's pissing me off. Who knows the original source? Because I want to go to the real backrooms. Hey, Leslie. Leslie was helping me with my diet today because the doctors told me that I have kidney failure and my blood sugar is kind of out of control. And really kind of danger health wise. And Leslie is a genius and was helping me with some recipes and things to, and I made this chicken noodle with like cauliflower noodles and stuff. It was really good, and it's good for me. So, okay, why is the backrooms not just popping up? Does anybody know?
Intuitive.
There it is, Kane Pixels, right? Okay. Playlist, the oldest, the backrooms. I want to make sure I'm in the right order.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, getting a bachelor's degree doesn't have to mean starting from scratch. Here, you can earn up to 90 undergraduate credits for relevant experience. What will your next success be?
Market and non-market economies. Well, as I've said, that our negotiations in this area with the Soviets are just beginning. Commerce Secretary Peterson returned yesterday, 2 weeks, mostly in Moscow, but also in Warsaw, during which time very
This isn't the first one.
Made. We're narrowing our differences.
I guess it would be. Because I want to start at the beginning.
Mark, this is Team A. Do you read us?
18, this is Mark. I read you. What is it?
We need immediate arms support in room 14C. My team and I are being held at gunpoint by a hostile. I repeat, please.
Why doesn't he have it in order? I don't get it.
Market and non-market economies. Taking the trade between market and non-market economies. Well, as I've said, that
Maybe this is the first one. Yeah,
Sound?
there we go. Okay, this is
Camera
the first
rolling.
one.
All right, and action. All right, cut. That was good. That was
I
good, guys.
watched
All right,
to
that was good. I'm thinking we get a wide angle,
like
and then we're done.
10,
All right?
11,
Yeah, cool.
12 movies a day.
Like how much
Like
further? Like
entire movies, I watch probably about
Yeah.
8
Yeah.
or so on a movie day. I usually have a few movies in between, but there'll be one day where I watch like a huge amount of movies. Anybody has any questions, make sure you write question first, because
Hello?
I'm trying to watch this as well as like answer any questions you guys have.
Hello? Hey, guys.
what is this?
Also, my nails are done and I'm broke as hell. So if any of you guys want to feel super generous
Hello?
and kick me some money over to Venmo
Someone there?
or PayPal so I can get my nails done tomorrow, that would be amazing. I don't normally ever ask for money, and I feel weird asking now, but I don't get paid for a week, and my nails are driving me crazy. Like, they're just peeling off and getting torn, and it hurts, and it's annoying and frustrating, and I need to shoot some more videos this week. And yeah, so if anybody feels generous and wants to help me out, that would be fucking amazing. And you guys can still hear me okay over the movie? Yeah, Joe, post the link. Post the link here, and I will play it next.
Keep It Quilted means you keep it the best. Keep It Quilted means comfort that feels good. And
Yeah, Phil's burn. That is kind of what kind of what I'm thinking, but I figure I'd show the backrooms to people.
Can anybody hear me?
Play just some of this first one.
Hello.
That way you guys want to see more of the backrooms, you can go over to help support this channel, you know, because I'm not trying to make money off of these people. I'm trying to help other creators out there. Plus, expose you guys to some cool shit that's out there too. Thank you so much, Hillside. Yeah, Taco Bell. Now that's scary. Can everybody still hear me okay?
Okay.
I love how simple
What the hell?
this is. And this is all digital, by the way. This guy created all of this digital. Nothing you're seeing on screen is actually there. This is all done with computer graphics. He's just a kid. So yeah, he's just a kid, and he actually just got a deal with, I think, Blumhouse, and they're working on making like a full-on movie out of these. So I'm really excited to see what comes out of all of that. Yeah, I love how just the stick figure kind of thing in this first one. It gets more complicated as these go, the world that he creates and stuff, but the very quality, so simple. Yeah, look how jacked up my nails are, guys. Look at this. They're just like all toasted. And hopefully if you guys kick me some money and help me get new nails, it would be cool tomorrow. And also let me know what color nails should I get done next. Hopefully tomorrow. We're getting to the end of summer, so I can't get into Halloween colors yet because I saved that for like September. Like late September is when I'll start doing my nails Halloween colors. Like probably 2 weeks in. So not this set, but the next time I get my nails done. Thank you so much, Chrysalis138. You were awesome. I appreciate that. And the link to the Venmo and Patreon are right there on the screen. So if anybody, also if anyone like Leslie or any of you guys, if you can, maybe post a link to my PayPal, that would be super helpful if you could do that too. But like, isn't this so creepy? I mean, it's so simple, but it's absolutely creepy.
What the fuck? What the fuck? This isn't real. This isn't real.
I mean, can you imagine doing this at
This
16
isn't real.
years old? Yeah, exactly. It's like Portal and Slender Man. Exactly. And I love that kind of shit. That's what's so fun about it. Hell yeah, Joe.
You gotta be kidding me.
The sound is such a big part of this. It's it's such a big part of, like, to me, what makes it so creepy. I think a lot of times people don't think about how important sound is, because you could do something so simple like this, but if the sounds are loud and in a certain way, they become jarring and you get immersed into this. Yeah. Well, actually, I think that's his friend. The guy that falls in, I think that's his friend. I don't think that was actually him. But yeah, either way, he was a 16-year-old kid at the time. Actually, I think he might have been younger than 16 at the time he made this. Like, I know he was really young when he made this because I think he's only like, he's not even 18 yet. So. But I mean, look at that. It's so simple, but so creepy. And what's so cool is this world that he created, he's gotten it where it's complicated. It gets more and more creepy and more complicated as these videos. Yeah, SCP is another really cool thing. Like, I really hope someone makes movies and stuff of SCP things soon. Like, I'm glad there's producers and stuff out there that are starting to pay attention to these different cool internet projects like this. Yeah, so that's Kane Pixels. So I highly recommend going over there and watching the whole playlist because they get more and more complex, more and more story. You start to find out all these things about the government, and it's this whole world that he created. It's fantastic. All right, so let's go. Joe, didn't you have a short that you wanted us to watch? Wasn't it Joe? Or someone? Who's got a link to a short they want us to watch? It doesn't have to be a friend. It could be anything you want. But, you know, like, if anybody's got anything, throw it up. I mean, we've seen so many shorts being turned into great horror movies lately. Because that's what happened with Smile. That's what happened with I'm just spacing. But there's been a few really good horror movies that started out as shorts recently. And then on top of that, there's a lot of filmmakers that got noticed from their shorts and are making movies. Like, if you're a young filmmaker, the way to go is not to try to make a full movie. Screw that. Make a short. Put everything you have into like a 10-minute thing because people are blowing up with that stuff now. Yeah, the Mandela catalog. That's the other one that I was thinking of. I'll do that next then. I thought someone had a link for something they wanted me to check out, but
listen, there's a good chance somebody's trying to hack your website right now. You got to make sure you're covered.
All right, so this is the Mandela catalog.
I'm talking about enterprise-grade security built into your site and fully managed for you.
And this should be the first one.
Everything must go. Mandela Tech is going out of business. Hurry down.
Here we go.
Solely based on their physical characteristics. If you see another...
Yeah, Lights Out Mama were both short.
Countless reports of an unidentified hostile organism that will refer to as alternate. Until we have a complete understanding of the threat,
exactly.
It's
shorts are demo
stay
tapes
home,
for
lock all
now.
doors and windows, and have access to a loaded firearm or any ranged weapon at all times. You will know if an alternate exists solely based on their physical characteristics. If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide. If you see a
Gemini
person
Home
that has a
Entertainment?
biologically impossible characteristic, run
I
away
haven't
and
seen
hide.
that one.
If one manages to break into your home, refrain from any kind of communication or contact with the threat. These intelligent life forms utilize elements of psychological warfare to take advantage of their victims. While we heavily discourage any form of contact or
It's just such
communication
a
with an
simple
alternate,
concept,
we make exceptions for attempts at
but like it
executing
gets
them more so.
creepier and creepier as it goes. I've been inspired by some of these in my little interludes between movies that I talk about in my list, and I've done things like that. Like it's kind of my little shorts that I've been creating. You know, eventually maybe I'll make longer things, but right now I'm just making these little 5-second things in between the movies I talk about and having fun with it. You're awesome, Shadow. Thank you so much. Holy shit, Shadow, you are so awesome. Like that's awesome. So what color nails, guys? Thanks to Shadow. What color nails should I get tomorrow? Oh, and Heavy Metal Crone too. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. Looks like from a few of you guys, but I don't know who else sent because there's like different names on here. But I got a Michael, a Rosemary, a Wolf's Den. So thanks to all you guys, that should be enough.
Hey, it's Caesar. I hope
yeah.
it's not too late.
So you guys are amazing. So
No,
what?
It's fine. Don't worry. What's up? Are you alright?
What nail color?
Yeah, it's not me. It's my mom. She's knocked out cold, and I have
You guys are
no
all
idea
so
why.
awesome. Thank you so
I'm on my
much.
way to the ER, but could you do me a favor?
Yeah, of course. What is it?
I just need you to come over and turn on the cameras we have set up. You know the ones that we installed after we were robbed?
Oh, yeah. Would you mind if I asked why?
Oh, well, she screamed really loud right before I found her on the ground. I just...
Well, do you have your doors and windows locked? Like what the broadcast told us to do?
Yeah, that's the weird part. Maybe she saw something? I don't know.
Alright. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna switch them on and get out of there, though. You know how I feel about your house.
This one is,
that's fine.
this is one of my favorites. This is where it
One
gets all
last thing.
super creepy.
Try to get a good view.
Like, I don't know why, but I think that right there is so creepy.
Okay.
Alright, I gotta go. I'm almost at the hospital. Thank you.
You see what I mean about sound, though? It's like so simple. But I don't know, maybe it's because it reminds me of back in the VHS era, and that's what I love about it. But just these little sounds that he uses and the low res quality. I really want to do like some kind of thing in a cemetery, like I talked about with one of you guys before. Be super fun to like go out there with a group of people, ghost hunting or something.
Who are you? Get away from me!
That's so dope. Like this is like the kind of horror I love too because it's fun. It's like creepy or whatever, but it's still fun.
I have a gift for you.
Oh shit, Craig.
I have a present.
We're watching the Mandela catalog. The first episode.
I will not hurt.
So I decided instead of just putting on a singular movie, we would just kind of roam around YouTube and watch different shorts and whatever creepy things, especially if you guys suggest them. Like if you have any shorts you know of or whatever, this is the time to share that. So I definitely want to do this every now and then. It just helps out other creators. It helps me discover new stuff. But it's also just fun, you know? And then I think next week we'll do House on Haunted Hill. I almost did that tonight, but I was like, I just was feeling, I don't know, something more like this. It's just more of what I was feeling today. What is Monuments Mythos?
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up
Monuments
and
Mythos?
dial the operator. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up.
I really want to go to New Orleans. Like that's one of my huge dreams is to go to New Orleans and go to those cemeteries there. Yeah, the Vincent Price House on Haunted Hill, because it's got to be, to watch it on YouTube like this with you guys, it's got to be public domain. Otherwise, we'd watch the 1999 one because that movie is stupid, but I love it. I think it's super fun. All right, so what was this? What was the one you were talking about? Cool Cats? What is that? Let's see.
While at the station, a situation may occur where the local 911 dispatchers run out of operators to handle calls, so they are given to us instead. There are 3, and only 3, scenarios that you will handle with a caller. When a caller needs the police, send available personnel to the address.
Monuments Mythos. I don't think I've seen this one. This would be cool. This would be a first time for me. Why is Stephen Hawking? Where did you send it? I thought you were gonna post it in the. I thought you were gonna post it in the chat. Post it in the chat because I would have to go to another link to bring it up over here. You know what I mean? So post it in this chat so I can just click on it.
Many dimensions intersect with their own, several of which are 2D planes. When two or more planes intersect, they form corners. Entities in the intersecting planes cannot perceive each other. They exist separately, in their own worlds. However, the Cornerfolk can pass these boundaries and enter other planes. The Cornerfolk are a trans-dimensional species. They are the only ones who can traverse the corners shaped by planes.
Ooh, this is cool.
Coincidentally, I believe that the corners of my own home align with several planes, for I've seen the Cornerfolk in action, crossing the corners from one reality to another.
Yeah, Joe, I don't see any link. Okay, since that's not working, Joe, just send it send it to Facebook.
This leap requires massive amounts of energy that, when released, produces bright blue flashes. I have yet to discover the source of this energy, and the reason behind the Cornerfolk crossings remains unknown. While I was at work, my cameras captured up to 12 Cornerfolk huddling in the doorway. I used to think that they had to cross dimensions quickly, but the new footage has proven otherwise. When I'm not around, they take a break from traveling and exhibit micro-movements similar to dreaming animals. They must feel safe in these corners, which suggests that the Cornerfolk's own home is made of similar structures.
Hillary.
I imagine that their corner world is made of many plane intersections, allowing them to move freely without using up any energy.
Thing to spam.
My photographs show that smaller Cornerfolk have odd impressions on their skin, as though they have been pressed against many plane intersections at once. The corners likely belong to a nursery or a crib in their homeworld. A multitude of corners placed in close proximity could be used to secure the infant from leaving the corner world. Perhaps they only cross corners in search of food, the same way we only leave our homes for resources. The corner world may be used to raise young, while my own house's corners serve as rest stops of sorts during their journeys. I've begun to dream of the corner world. I can't stop thinking about it. According to the calendar, I've spent entire weeks in my home, just drawing and describing the corner world on paper. I lost.
Dude, what?
Are you sick of how?
Matt. Oh, this is annoying.
They must feel safe in these corners, which suggests that the Cornerfolk's own home is made of similar structures. I imagine that their corner world is made of many plane intersections, allowing them to move freely without using up any energy. My photographs show that smaller Cornerfolk have odd impressions on their skin, as though they have been pressed against many plane intersections at once. The corners likely belong to a nursery or a crib in their homeworld. A multitude of corners placed in close proximity could be used to secure the infant from leaving the corner world. Perhaps they only cross corners in search of food, the same way we only leave our homes for
Did you send it in Messenger or?
The corner world may be used to raise young,
There we go.
while my own house's corners serve as rest stops of sorts during their journeys. begun to dream of the corner world. I can't stop thinking about it. According to the calendar, I've spent entire weeks in my home, just drawing and describing the corner world on paper. I lost my job last month due to repeated absences, but it really does feel like I just left the office this afternoon. When the Cornerfolk jump, it feels...
All right. This is the right one, right, Joe? So it's called Laura by X23, an X23 fan film. Let's see. It's directed and written, DP editor, Charles Liu. What's this channel? It's SNSKR. They really need to change that name. Something easier to remember. All right. It says fan film. What is a fan of? Let's see here. All right. Well, I guess we'll just play it. I was hoping there'd be like a synopsis, but there's not. All right, sweet. The right one. Man, this is really good quality. It's interesting because it says fan film, so it makes me wonder, like, what is this a fan of? Ooh. Man, you could feel that punch. Oh, shit. Oh! X-Men fan film. Let's see. Brian just sent one. Oh, X23 is a Wolverine woman. I didn't know that. Okay. The biological daughter. See, I'm not a huge like. Oh, dude! Wow, this is really good. Oh, fuck. Brian, send me that link on Facebook. I figured out an easier way to do it because it's not showing them for some reason. It's like I can see them on the tablet, but I can't see them on the computer, and so I can't go to it from the computer. I don't know why it's not showing up links. Because I saw that you posted a link, but I don't like that it's not showing me all the everything everybody's saying. It's weird. Oh no! Oh! Oh, you can't do. Can you do, Brian? Can you do Twitter or? Actually, hold on. I think I have an idea.
I'm listening.
You don't want to see this. Go on.
Honestly, I'm looking at a lot of fucked up shit right now.
Was it the whore?
The whore's
Not
also
even
dead.
letting me pin your
That may be
comment.
my fault.
Weird.
Chris's brains are spewed all over the floor.
Yeah. Do you use Twitter or?
My best guess.
Sit tight. I'll send some guys.
Will do.
Or just email me it. Fuck yeah. Woo, woo. The gore is
Let's go,
not
let's
in
go.
this. It's so good. Whoever did their sound, very impressive. Because a lot of these shorts, the sound is one of the things that really gets it. Like the quality of film is a problem usually. I mean, this is just good. Like, this is really well done. I definitely think this filmmaker is going to go on to do big things. Dude, when was this made? "2017." I'm surprised it doesn't have more views.
Josh?
Oh, it says 2 million, almost 3 million views. Never mind. Damn. I'm like, what is this filmmaker doing now? I can't imagine he's not doing like movies. Because it's so good. Yeah, Brian, that's what I meant. Facebook Messenger. That's why I was like, you just messaged me there the other day. All right, there we go. I got it. I got one from Leslie that we're going to watch next. And then after that, we'll watch yours, Brian.
The next creepy clip was uploaded. The next creepy clip was uploaded.
Go! Go! Oh, wait, really? He pulls out a handgun? Like, oh, okay. Like, none of these machine guns are stopping, but their handgun might. Go! Go! You know what I mean? I'd have jumped in the car and been driving away already. Seriously, pulling a handgun ain't gonna do shit. Man, violence and action is so well done. I really like the location too. It's a smart filming location because it's not complicated, not hard to get a place like that, but it has character. Oh, from the Boogeyman's wife, thank you so much for 666. Ralph hooking your brother up as well. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Man, she's vicious. She does a good job of feeling like Hugh Jackman, you know, that kind of same savagery. Really, really good. I'm impressed. That was a lot of fun. All right, so let's go to the next one on the list. This one was sent through by Leslie. All right, so this is called The Maiden. All right. Cool. All right, so this is called The Maiden, and it's a short horror movie, almost 9 minutes. There's not much information about it. I don't know why there's not who made this movie and stuff. Hopefully it'll say on the screen. Ralph. But you guys are awesome. Everybody at definitely William. I very much appreciate that a lot. I didn't even really want to ask, but I really need it. Like mentally, it's one of those things. Up feeling like I'm, you know. I did. Dude, that effect was phenomenal. Yeah, very creepy house too. I don't think the house wants to be photographed. Oh, dude. Dude, can you even imagine what that would feel like? Ooh. I keep saying dude, but this was really good. Okay, like a hammer's gonna do shit to a ghost. F that. Craig, I'm not sure. You'd have to click on the store. I think they send to the UK, but I'm not 100% sure. You'd have to just click on the merch store. Because it's like I go through a separate company. Basically, I send them the graphics, and they just print out and send the shirts. I'm not 100% sure if they do or not, but I think they do. If they don't, let me know. Email me or something, because maybe I can go to another company to send
Marshall.
overseas or something. I'm not sure.
No, you couldn't have picked a better time. Actually, the previous buyer fell through, and
photoshopping him out.
could you give me an hour? 2 o'clock? Perfect. Okay, bye.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that too. It in a way reminded me of like that scene where the naked cut-up lady is standing behind the girl. She doesn't see her, but oh, thank you, Leslie. Yeah, I see you in pictures all the time on Facebook and stuff. Did you pay extra for the pentagram? It just came with the house. It kind of looks like what the deal is, right? Like she's trying to clean it up to sell it. Is that what's going on? I get a percentage of the merch. You know, I don't get a lot of it because they go through the whole thing. I definitely get part of it. But it also just means a ton to me. It also just means a lot of me to have people with my mugs and shirts and stuff like that with the channel logo on it. It's a good feeling. Dude, I've never seen that done before. That's a really cool idea and concept. This is ridiculous. Mr. Clean's pissed. Dude, that house is badass. Like, I really wonder where it is.
Smells like something died down there.
Yes, there's definitely a musty odor in the basement. I was told there was a minor plumbing issue with the previous owner.
Is that what happened to you?
No, it's a long story. Listen, I can tell you the type of person who does not pass up an opportunity. And just look at this place. It has character, history.
It's a teardown. It would take double the asking just to get it to code.
Are you
and
kidding
that
me?
fire took off half the roof.
No one
But it
would
left the
tear
good half.
this place down. I mean, I get it for the sake of the movie,
You're right.
but like where they're shooting this is a place
Demanding
that
property.
should never be torn down.
It's going to take a lot from any owner. You know, the first resident was an architect himself, John Beckett.
That's a good one, Garrett.
He built it for his wife, and he called it the Maiden because it was untouched, unmatched for its time.
Jesus Christ.
What?
I'll give you cash if the seller drops the price 20% and you kick him part of your commission.
10%. And no one touches my commission.
15. But don't tell me you have any better offers.
So you're thinking tear down?
Daddy! It's perfect! The backyard is enormous. You think we can put in a pool?
You know what? I think we might be able to work that out. How about you go upstairs and pick out your room?
I didn't know you had a daughter.
Yeah, she's a sweetie.
Oh shit!
This place is
Now
going to be
she's
great.
feeling guilty. But dude, the guy just lied to her. So. Oh shit! That was fun. All right, let's see if it says who made it. It's a bummer that it doesn't have, you know, like more info on this. I'm sure it just didn't originate on this channel. So if you guys send me links to shorts, try to find the original source. So it's not like this guy who's trying to basically make money off of someone else's short. I mean, it may not be, but I doubt that this channel with 569 subs made this. So, all right, let's go to the next one. And this was Joe, right? Or not Joe. Who was the next one from? Was it Brian? Yeah, Brian sent this one. And then I think Brian sent another one too. So Brian, is just a short that you sent? All right, cool. It looks like it's this one's a short, right?
The next creepy clip was uploaded to TikTok by security guard Mafia 300C. Mafia 300C claims. The next creepy clip was uploaded to TikTok by security guard Mafia 300C. Mafia 300C claims to have caught something paranormal peeking out of a window of an office building he was patrolling.
Can you see this thing?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. What's happening with the lights? Because I'm
The lights are.
hallway and I can't see.
Yeah, I'm totally down on this too. Like we
The
go
lights are off right now.
UFO
It just moved. It
videos,
just moved. It just moved.
videos,
It just moved.
like anything you guys want to show me, let's do it.
Please don't tell me that as you said.
Dude, it just moved.
This is a lot of
Something
fun.
can be seen in the fourth floor window before it quickly disappears out of sight. Mafia 300C claims that this video he captured is real, and
Well, yeah, but
TikTok
how do we
viewers
know
have been
that's
left
not just
scratching their
someone
heads
in
from this
there?
clip. But what do you think this could be? Is it something paranormal?
I don't
You
understand.
tell
How do
me.
we know? Why would we
The
not?
next creepy
think
clip was
someone in
uploaded
the
to
room?
TikTok by security guard Mafia 300C.
I mean, just because someone's
Mafia
not
300C
supposed to
claims.
be there doesn't mean, like, to me, it doesn't mean just because it's not supposed to be there, right? Like, that's a big ass building. Who else is into UFOs here? Does anybody know of any cool UFO videos? Clips? Hey, what's up, Artemis? Hey, KB, members and all in the chat. What's up? Did I link the show? I don't follow Shadow. Third shift. I don't know why a lot of the comments I'm seeing are not making it through, and that's really irritating. It's like I'm seeing the comments here on the tablet, but they never make it through over here, and I didn't realize there was such a delay too, which is very frustrating. Someday, Craig. Like someday my goal is to be involved in getting movies made. You know, I don't know, like I won't really direct it. That's not really my goal. It'd be more to just kind of oversee the project and find the right people to do the different jobs, you know. Yeah, Shadow, I don't know why the links aren't showing up. For some reason, when you guys send links, I'm not seeing them. I don't know why, what's going on as far as them, like YouTube not letting me see them. I got to go in my settings. Maybe it's something to do with that. I don't think it is, but like I'm not even seeing all the comments. It's really annoying. Yeah, basically a producer, like a very hands-on producer. You know, and maybe eventually direct, I don't know. But like at least at first, like I don't know much at all about making movies. So I want to just kind of work with a writer and work with a director and just be involved in the whole process and get them made. Like that's the goal. It's to get them made, not so much you know, I don't care if anybody gives me credit as much as getting the projects made. So I haven't seen any links on the end. Yeah. All right, Boogeyman, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, anybody know of any good UFO videos? Just tell me the names of them and I can search for them on YouTube. Like, you don't have to send me a link. Just if you could tell me a name of the channel or... Yeah, we're watching shorts and just clips and like whatever. Honestly, I'm open to recommending whatever, or open to your recommendations. No, I don't think, Daniel, I don't think it's anything to do with, I don't think it's settings, because I think it's more to do with this interface that I'm using, because I use StreamYard, because it allows me to like put your guys' comments up here, and it allows me to put like my stuff here so you can see my Venmo and PayPal to help support the channel, and it allows me to put the logo, whatever. It's just a good interface, but for some reason they're not getting through. Yeah, I'd love to watch. Hey, Ray guy, I just saw you. I just went down and watched his brother get, or not watched his brother get married, but went to the wedding reception. And it was good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, so I'm glad. And I'm glad you're in the stream tonight. It's all good, Joe. All right, let's just see what we can find. We'll just punch in UFOs and go from there. See what we find. Best UFO clips. Yeah, the alien attack in Peru is like the big thing going on right now, but most people believe at this point that it's not UFO, but it's like the cartel, and they're just trying to get the Peruvians to believe that it's UFO kind of thing to freak them out. But the footage is crap, so I'm not going to bother pulling that up. Oh, this would be fun. Here we go. I found one.
Whatever you want to say, happy birthday. So cute.
Or I love you.
I love you.
The Pentagon reportedly receives around 300 to 400 reports of UFOs each year that can't be explained. And it now seems that governments around the world are treating the phenomena, which
I
was
hear
once
you,
ridiculed,
Metal
much more
Crown.
seriously.
Like,
With suspicions that they
had
could be the result
doctor's
of
appointment today and
intergalactic
told me I'm
visitors to
having
our
kidney
planet's top
failure
secret
and
tests
gave me
of
new
military
meds.
aircraft or new ways to
It's
spy
just
on
been a long
countries.
day.
The evidence of the existence of
It hasn't
UFOs is
been a
now
horrible
mounting
day,
up.
especially where
It's
it
some of the
ended up, but
clearest video, audio, and
started up
photographic
really
proof
hard.
you'll ever see. So it's time to take a look at the 15 most compelling
I
UFO
love
footage.
this kind of stuff.
Number
I don't know about
15,
you guys, but I
Go
love this
Fast
kind of
and
stuff.
Gimbal. Following countless
Yeah, the Go
requests, the
Fast, this
Pentagon
is
has in the past few
one of
years
the
released
best,
a
even though
series
the
of
footage
videos
is
of
kind of
unexplained
okay. This is
phenomena that
one
have
of the
been
videos that
experienced by
made
personnel
the
with
government
fighter jets often
finally
flying over
admit
regions
that,
that
yeah,
few other
there's
aircraft go to, and with
UFOs
everything
is,
being
you know,
recorded by
UAP,
onboard
and we don't know
cameras.
what they
It's
are.
some of the most compelling evidence that there are objects flying in the sky that are far beyond the
The iPad
capabilities
should
of
come in.
human-built designs.
I don't
And
sell the
what these two
iPad.
videos show are clear proof of this. These clips, known as Go Fast and Gimbal, were recorded between 2014 and 2015 by fighter pilots based on the USS Theodore Roosevelt Carrier Strike Group and were operating off the east coast of the United States. They show mysterious objects moving at high speeds
I
and
just find my
erratically and are
iPads,
still classified by the
get 'em
State
usually
Department as
made
being
on,
unidentified. Of course, this doesn't
um,
necessarily mean they have an otherworldly origin,
Etsy.
but with no known craft able to maneuver like this, that's certainly one explanation. These videos were only officially released to the public after they had been leaked to a reporter, and with authorities reportedly receiving at least 400 reports of UFOs each year, many of which are investigated by military aircraft, you just have to wonder how many more clips like these that they have that may reveal the full extent of unexplained objects in the world's airspace. Number 14,
Really?
Burning V. This amazing footage was recorded in Argentina in 2015 and shows what appears to
Ralph,
be
are
a
you in the
V-shaped
UK?
object passing through the
Are you
sky.
talking about, like,
It's moving
Disney
at
Plus?
such speed that it's burning up as it enters the
Disney
atmosphere
Plus
in exactly
here
the
in the
same way that
States
spacecraft
is,
do when they
Hulu.
return from orbit. Locals in Frias assumed it was a meteor when they
What's the
first
name
spotted
of
the
the-
fireball, but usually
the
space
thing
rocks
you're
would be
talking
expected
about?
to burn
That-
up and
I've
fizzle
always
out very
liked to watch
quickly when
new
they enter the
UFO stuff.
atmosphere. This one, though, continued burning for more than 3 minutes, which would suggest that it's entering at an angle to avoid being destroyed.
If you got a
To add
beat on
further
it,
mystery
shoot.
to what it is, it also
What are
appears
you
to
talking
completely
about,
change
Jack?
direction around halfway through. This, of course, is not common behavior that you'd expect to see from an inanimate object.
Oh,
And
you're
there were
talking
no
about them trying to
reports at
shoot
the
down the
time of any
UFO?
human spacecraft making a
Dude, there's no
re-entry.
way they could shoot
This
down.
object was
Have
also
you
seen from
studied
far
this?
around, even
Like
across
the
the border in
maneuvers that
Brazil,
these
which
things are
reduces the
making,
chances of it being a
it's
local
just not
hoax
even anything
or
close
something
to
that
what
only looks
our
strange
jets
from
can deal
one
with.
particular
Like, not
angle.
even close.
After the event, there was no sign of anything having landed on the ground, and the V object simply disappeared. There are plenty of people who
What
regard
we're
this as
seeing,
one
I
of the most
think
convincing
you're right,
pieces of
Shadow,
video
but I
evidence of a
also
UFO,
think that
and
they
with
are
no other
real
explanation,
UFOs that we're
surely
seeing.
one of the most
But I think they're
mysterious.
drone type of things.
Number
I don't
13,
think that
the Paris
actual
UFO.
physical UFOs
Paris is
have
a city
come
that's
here.
accustomed
Well,
to
maybe,
light displays
but
throughout
I
the
lean
year,
more
but it
towards
isn't
what
a
you're
place that
saying,
has a large
but I
number
do
of
think
reported
these things are
UFO
real.
sightings. This means that whenever evidence of strange objects in the sky emerges,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
taken quite
Shuts
seriously.
controls down.
And this footage that was recorded in 2017 has baffled experts.
Thank you,
It
Craig.
shows what appears to be a
Seriously, I
cigar-shaped
appreciate
ship
that.
in the
Thank you.
sky that's beaming lights onto the ground. Enthusiasts believe that this is a vessel that's scanning or watching
Never
something that's
seemed to go
happening on
well
the
for
ground,
folks who
but the
see
shape of
aliens,
the object is
except
unlike
with
anything that's operated
Whitney
by the
Shooter.
French
Yeah,
authorities.
you're right.
Most people,
I
though, have
mean,
simply
I
assumed
think
that
the only
this
reason
is a
it
hoax,
went
but
okay
it
for
may
Whitley
not
is
be
just
that
because he's a
simple.
good writer.
The strangest thing about this UFO
It
is that
wasn't
it's
really
very
the UFO
similar to
thing
two
that
others that have been
helped him or anything.
previously
He's just a
seen.
good writer.
One in China in 2010, which led to an airport being closed until it left, and another in
100%,
Australia in
Shadow,
2014.
100%.
If interstellar travel is
But I
possible, then
lean
there's no
towards
particular
what
reason
you're
why a
saying, too. I
cigar-shaped ship wouldn't be
you know, it's,
capable of
I'm
doing
not
it.
so sure if they're
Because when
coming
traveling through the
here
vacuum of space, there's no need to be
Uh,
aerodynamic like our
for as
aircraft are.
much as like
Could
some people
this then
think.
be
And
proof that there
the
are
mo-
visitors
the
who are
problem is
learning about us?
the waters are
Until there's a
always
clear
muddy because
explanation,
there's so
it
many
remains a
people
possibility.
that there's so many people
Number
that say all
12,
kinds of
the
crazy
Mariana
stuff and
incident.
have all these fake
Cameras are,
footage
of
and
course, far more easily
it's
accessible
hard
in
to
modern
know
times to
what's
quickly
real a lot
capture
of times.
unexpected footage, but there have been occasions in the past century when they've been close enough to hand to record strange events too. One of the most famous of these was recorded by Nick Mariana, a baseball coach, in August of 1950, and it is still one of the most compelling pieces of UFO footage ever. He, along with his assistant, was inspecting the Legion Stadium baseball field in Great Falls, Montana, before a game, and he noticed a bright flash in the sky. When he looked up, he says he saw two silvery objects that were spinning and, in his estimation, traveling between 200 to 400 miles an hour and measured 50 feet across and were 150 feet apart from each other.
No way
As soon as he saw them, he ran
fast
back to his car to get his 16mm movie camera, and he was able to set it up in time to capture
I wish
16
people
seconds
wouldn't
of
even
footage
try to
before they flew
estimate things
away.
like that, 'cause
A few
then it
moments
just makes
later,
it
he
feel like
saw
you're
two
trying to give
fighter
too
jets
much
flying by,
information.
but when media outlets picked up the
And
story
something
and
like this,
questioned the
I think,
nearby
is
Air
more
Force
of
Base,
military.
the commander denied that any activity had taken place at that time.
Of
Could
course
this
he's
be
gonna
the first
deny it.
recorded evidence of a UFO and a military response? Or was it an elaborate hoax? Still, more than 60 years after it happened, no one's been able to categorically prove one or
Without
the other.
question, Garrett, I think there's
Number
life
11,
beyond
the floating
ours.
sphere
There's no
in
way.
Glasgow.
There's no way.
There are a surprising
Space is
number
so
of UFO
vast.
sightings in
The question
Scotland.
isn't, is
and
there
they usually
life
happen so
somewhere else?
quickly, there's
It's
no
just,
time to record them.
what are these
But in
things
early
we're seeing?
2023,
What are these
a
things?
video
Are
was
they
shared
all
online that
government?
clearly shows a
Because
strange glowing sphere in the
there are our
sky.
own
There
pilots
seems to be no
and
earthly
guys that
explanation
have
to what
top
it
secret
was.
clearance are
It was
talking
captured by
about
a Scottish
these
videographer
crafts
who
and all
said
that.
he's
There's
often seen
something
orbs
going
like this
on,
in the
and I
sky
don't
over
think it's our
Scotland,
military.
and that
I don't
sometimes
think
they'll
it's
also
any
change color
humans
to
military.
red and green
But
before vanishing.
the question
After
is, what are
previous
they? Are they
experiences, he now never goes
some
out without a
natural
camera
things?
ready on
Are
hand to
they?
begin recording as soon as something
I kind of
appears in
think
the
maybe it's
darkness.
something to do with
He
parallel
just so happened to be
dimensions and like
looking in the right
dimension
place at the
travel
right time to get
of some
this
kind,
one.
and maybe
He
it's like a
said that the
drone
light
type of
before the
thing
footage
that
begins was
people from
darting across
other
the sky and altering its shape before
are not
settling into a
traveling here
spherical
per se,
form
but
and
sending
hovering for
their
a while.
drones
If
to
true,
study
this is
us
far
here,
beyond the
kind of like
capabilities
the
of any
way we were
aircraft
with
that's
Mars
publicly
and
known about.
all
So
the
this
other places
surely
that
had
we
to be
would
either
travel.
something that's part of a top secret military project or is something that originated from another world.
Oh,
Number
so
10,
so
the
Ralph,
Phoenix
it is
Lights.
actually on Disney.
Quite
Okay,
often, a
cool.
UFO
Sweet.
sighting will be reported by one or two
I just
people in the
wasn't sure
same
if
place, and these
you were
events can
talking about
usually be explained away.
UFO
But it's
Plus
far
or
more
Disney
difficult
Plus
to
or not.
dismiss a large number of witnesses over a
Sweet.
wide area.
I haven't
On March
checked out
13,
Disney in a while because
1997, one of
usually
the most
not anything I want to
convincing
watch.
UFO sightings took place in the skies
Now
over
I gotta go
Arizona and
check 'em
Nevada.
out and see
And while
what's
the
over
event is
there.
referred to as the Phoenix Lights, it covered a much larger region. Thousands of people reported seeing strange lights in the sky between 7:30 and 10:30 that evening, across a 300-mile distance between the Nevada line to Phoenix, and then on to Tucson. Some of the reports detailed a square-shaped object that had 5 lights on it, and there seemed to have been 2 distinct phases. The first, where there was a triangular formation
Roswell
of
at one
lights passing
time
over the state, and the second, when the stationary
would have
lights were
been
seen in
cool
the
to
sky.
visit, but now
Introducing
it's just a
custom
tourist
t-shirts. Sticker Mill
location,
makes it
like
easy to turn
100%.
any design into a custom shirt.
You know,
Lots of
it's
videos
just like
and photographs were
so
taken
many
of the
other things,
anomalies,
you know, they
and similar
become
things have
like
also
once
been
the word
seen in
gets out there. It's just like
2007
Area
and 2008.
51 at one
But
time.
in an attempt to
There was
calm
real
fears of an
crazy
imminent
top secret
invasion,
stuff going
the Air
on
Force
there.
soon
People
released
were
a
seeing
statement.
crazy stuff
They said that
over
the
the
lights
base
were
at night
actually a
and whatever.
formation of
But
A-10
you know,
Warthog
now
aircraft flying
there's
in
no way
formation back
anything
to the
really
Davis-Monthan
top
Air Force
secret
Base in
was
Tucson,
kept there.
while the
There's no way.
stationary lights were caused by flares that had been released during an unrelated training exercise. Even though the pilot of one of the aircraft made a statement, there are
Yeah,
still some experts
I
who
think
don't
that's
accept
a
that
good
the aircraft could
possibility
have been the
too,
cause,
Leslie.
and that the Air Force is trying to cover up something
I
else
mean,
that happened that night.
who really
Number
knows?
9,
That's what's so crazy about it. That's what
STS-75.
fascinates me so
The
much.
vast majority
You know,
of
like my
videos of
favorite thing
UFOs have been
besides
recorded from the
horror
ground, but
is
in many
the
ways, it's the
unknown.
ones
It's
that are recorded
mysterious
from
unknown
altitude
stuff.
that
Like that's
provide the strongest evidence because there
it
aren't as
doesn't
many
matter what
ways
it
to
is, but
forge
mysteries of
those
the
or
unknown. It's
unintentionally
just
record
so
weather
interesting to
phenomena.
me.
STS-75 was the name given to the 19th mission carried out by the Columbia Space Shuttle in 1996, and this footage was captured in orbit during one of the scientific experiments that were being conducted by the crew.
Yeah, some
They
of
were
the
towing a tethered
like I don't know
satellite
if you guys
system,
have
which
ever
is the
seen
cylindrical
like
object that
it's
you
like
can see,
unknown,
and within
NASA
it was an
unknown
electric
or some of them.
conductor.
They
The
have a
idea was that
series.
it would be pulled through the Earth's
Um,
ionosphere to
some
measure
of
the
the
types
stuff
of
that they
particles
talk
that were
about on that
attracted
show
by
is
it.
really cool.
But the footage also
Actual
appears to capture the
astronauts and things
movement
they've
of
seen
other
and whatever.
objects that move in erratic ways. At the
Like
time,
there's a
during the
couple
mission, the astronauts didn't
videos
see anything
from
unusual,
space
but
that
when the footage
astronauts
was
take them that are
released,
pretty
people
compelling.
began realizing that some of the objects you see weren't all pieces of space dust
Like
or
this
debris
one, I
that's
don't know
moving in an
about.
orbital pattern, but are larger objects that
I'm
are
not sure I buy
moving,
this one.
it's
per
still
se.
regarded as one of the most compelling pieces
there's
of
a
footage recorded
couple
from
that are
orbit
pretty
that
wild.
could potentially show the movement of UFOs. After all, if any were visiting Earth, the first thing they'd need to be able to do is maneuver outside of our
Are you talking about
atmosphere. Number 8,
Are you talking about
O'Hare
a
Airport.
book? Leslie?
The areas surrounding airports tend to have more UFO sightings than anywhere else, and most of these are dismissed as eyewitnesses mistakenly seeing aircraft coming to land.
Sounds
When it's the
familiar.
airport workers and air traffic control that report these strange happenings, though, it's something that's
Sounds
worth
familiar,
listening
but I
to.
can't remember.
That's the case with an
Is that
event that
the-
took
no, I'm
place in
thinking of the button,
2006.
right?
On
Where
November
the
7th at
woman pushes the
4:15 in
button
the
and someone
afternoon,
else in the world
federal
dies.
authorities at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport received a report that 12
Yeah.
employees from the airport
And
were
more and
looking
more
at what
astronauts
appeared to
are
be
coming
a
out and
saucer-shaped
talking about same
metallic
with
craft that was
the
hovering
other ones
above
that I
gate
find
C-17. It had first been
to
noticed by a
be
ramp
really
employee who had notified the pilot of a
credible
departing
are
aircraft about the
like
potential presence of an object in the
pilots
sky
of
above.
big jetliners.
And
You
then
know,
other workers,
they got
including
nothing
pilots, also
that
claimed to
they're
have
going to
seen it
gain
too.
from
It
talking
was
about
described as
something
being
they've
between
seen.
6 to 24
And there's
feet
been
in
some really
diameter and
credible
dark
pilots
gray.
that have been coming
People
out lately too,
outside the
not just
airport
government
reported
or
seeing it
military
too.
pilots,
It was
but
there for around 5 minutes
actual,
before
like,
leaving,
you know,
but there
big
was apparently
jetliner
no
pilots.
sign of it on radar. There were so many witnesses that the event was
hard
taken
to know
seriously by
what's going
authorities,
on, but
who released a
something's going on.
155-page report about the sighting. It declared that there was an object, one that couldn't be identified, and could be a major cause for concern because of its ability to hover there silently for so long without being picked up by monitoring equipment. Number 7, the Lubbock Lights. When you think of the places that are most famously associated with UFO sightings, then Roswell in New Mexico would likely be at the top of the list. But there's a good argument that Lubbock in Texas should really be regarded as the home of mysterious aerial phenomenon after a series of events that took place in 1951. During August and September of that year, mysterious lights in the sky were seen by hundreds of people. The first reported sighting came from 3 college professors who were sitting in the backyard of one of their homes and witnessed between 20 and 30 lights, which they described as being as bright as stars but much larger. They flew overhead at incredibly fast speeds, and just as the professors were discussing what they had seen after the lights had gone, another set flew past. Over the following weeks, more people saw these strange lights in the sky, and Carl Hart Jr., a freshman, managed to get his 35mm Kodak camera pointed to the sky after seeing some. And
Wow,
luckily,
you
they
guys are
returned for
busy
long
over
enough that
in
he was
the-
able to take 5 photos of them. These photos were soon
Shadow
published
posted
around
a
the
link
world,
to a
and to
short
this
over
day,
in
no
the
one has managed to
Discord.
prove there was any fakery involved with them.
Alright,
With the
sweet.
U.S. military denying any involvement in what caused the lights over that time, it remains one of the largest unexplained UFO events that's ever taken place. Number 6, the McMinnville photographs. In the evening of May 11, 1950, Evelyn Trent from Sheridan in Oregon, which is near the town of McMinnville, was headed back towards the farmhouse she lived in with her
McMinnville
husband,
sounds
Paul,
like a
after
made-up
feeding their
name.
pet rabbits. As she did so, she said she felt a strange presence in the sky above her, and when she looked up, she saw a
yeah, that
slow-moving
I know what
metallic
movie you're talking
disc-shaped
about,
object
Leslie.
that appeared to be moving
That's a really
toward
creepy,
her.
good
She
movie.
immediately called for her husband, who came rushing out and saw the object too, and he had enough time to go back in and get his camera and take 2 pictures of the UFO before it sped off in a westerly direction and disappeared into the sky. It was another few days until they had taken more photos to finish off the roll of film before getting it developed. But to begin with, the couple were reticent to share
It's
the
so
photos
funny
with the world.
because
Paul believed he'd imaged a
these
secret
photos,
military aircraft, which
you
could have
know,
brought
of the
trouble if he showed it to
traditional,
anyone. But eventually,
you know,
his friend who worked in a
type-A-looking
local
thing,
bank
for the
convinced
longest
him to
time, I
allow
thought they
him
were
to
fake.
hang the photos in the window.
And a lot of them
The
probably
local
are. The
reporter
most of
saw
them
them
are.
and convinced
But
the couple
there's
to lend
some
them the
now that I'm
negatives so the
starting to go,
images could
could
be
that
more
actually
widely
have been real?
published.
Because
And then they were analyzed and
there's
investigated by
been
a
like
committee
some
that looked into
modern
UFOs,
ones
as well as a
and
number of
really
image specialists. While there
credible,
have been
legit looking
suggestions that the
sightings
images
and
were
videos.
faked, it's been impossible to prove that they are forgeries, and the Trents
This is
both
so
insisted
weird,
their account
but
of events was true until
we
they died in the
also
late
know that our
1990s.
government was
These remain some of
experimenting
the
with
most
things that look
publicized
just like
UFO
that
images ever
back
taken,
then.
and if anything,
So
prove there was definitely something strange in the air that night in Oregon. Number 5, Flight 2292. If you've ever met a commercial aircraft pilot, you should ask them if they've ever seen something unexplained in the air, because the vast majority have a story that they'll likely be able to share with you, as they spend most of their working lives at altitude with a clear view of the sky. They are the people that are most likely to see UFOs if there are any.
yeah,
And a
100%.
recent study found that at least 80% have witnessed something
You know, we
that
know Area
behaved beyond their
51 is where
understanding
they
of what
where
man-made
they
aircraft
did
should be
test
able to do.
our
It's rare,
most
of course, for them to have
advanced aircraft and stuff
cameras
at
to
one
record
point.
these
So,
incidents, because if
you
they
know,
perceive a potential threat, they'll have their hands on the
the
controls
thing
ready
that
to
just
react.
really
But a recording was
made
released in
me
February of 2021 that details a
put a
strange
lot of
incident that
credibility in
American
all this
Airlines
now
Flight
is
2292
the
experienced while
whole
flying from Cincinnati to Phoenix. The pilot
the
radios
whole
air traffic
hearing the
control
other
and asks,
or recently, because I mean, I'm spacing on his name. Spacing on his name, but I mean, he's got a currently top secret clearance. Like that's no
at the
joke.
time, the plane
This
was at
guy
an altitude of
is
37,000
really high up
feet
there,
and
for
in
him to
northeast New
come out there
Mexico.
and
And soon
say
after the recording was shared,
that we
the
have
FAA released a
some kind
statement
of
to say nothing had been
craft
detected in the area
that is
on
not
radar
made by
apart
us
from Flight
or any other government
2292.
on this
The
planet,
military also denied any
and
knowledge
that
of
there's some
any
kind of
operations in the
biological
region
forms,
either,
you know,
which
some
raised the
biologic.
question of
Didn't say it
just
was
what was this object that
like
the flight
a
crew had
creature,
clearly
but some
seen and
biologic
felt concerned.
something in our
It's
society.
everything you wish for. Your
Wild.
site traffic
Like,
is skyrocketing.
I actually really
Until
believe that he's
the-
credible,
enough
and
that they
I
needed
believe
to radio the tower.
telling the truth of what he says.
Number 4, the Calvin photo. In early August of 1990, 2 hikers were walking near Calvin in the Scottish Highlands when they noticed what appeared to be a huge craft in the sky.
I don't know if I've
One
seen
of them
this
managed
photo.
to take a photograph of the diamond-shaped object before it disappeared, and it soon became known as the most compelling photographic evidence of a UFO that had ever been captured in the
Oh
UK.
yeah, the Earth is not
In
flat.
itself, it's mysterious enough.
I have a
but
hard
it's
time
what
believing
happened
that
next
anybody
that has led to
100%
people
actually
believing this
really
may well
believes
be
Earth is
actual
flat.
evidence
I
of a
think a lot of
UFO.
people that
It's almost as if the photograph was
say
completely
that are
erased
almost
from
more
existence, with no copies or
just
archives
being a little
available
bit
anywhere.
trollish
The
and
people responsible for it going silent
just
and all
don't
mention
trust our
of it being
government
scrubbed.
and things.
That
but
was
doesn't
until 2022,
actually
32
believe it's
years
flat.
later, when
I
a
just have a hard time. I
photojournalist
mean,
was
you
researching
can
the
literally
story and managed to
stand on
track
a
down the former
tall
press
mountain
officer
and
for the
tell
Royal Air Force,
planet
who
is
had held
not
on to a copy of
flat.
the last remaining
Like
print.
you can see the
It's all that's
curvature
left
of
of the 6
the
images
Earth.
that the
Like,
hikers reportedly
if you've
took
ever been
that
in an
shows the
airplane,
mysterious
you can see the
object with a
curvature of the
fighter
Earth.
jet
Like, I
in the
just don't.
background. It's the first time the image has ever been publicly available to see, and because the incident happened more than 30 years ago, a request was put into the Ministry of Defense to release the file that they had on the incident.
What is that?
Because it's common practice in the UK
That's a
to
pretty
declassify material after that amount of time.
fascinating photo.
Strangely, though, the ministry invoked privacy concerns as the reasons why they weren't able to release any further information about what had happened. And now it'll be 2072 at the earliest that all of these files relating to it can be made public. Number 3, New Jersey Turnpike lights. There have been several incidents in the past few decades where a large number of people have simultaneously witnessed mysterious lights moving around the sky. And one of the most convincing times this has happened took place in 2001. Known as the New Jersey Turnpike lights, more than a dozen people, as well as 2 police officers, saw a series of golden lights in a V formation that appeared to hover above the turnpike and put on a glorious light display. It was so strange that traffic stopped while the drivers watched what was happening, with the light apparently hovering for a while before vanishing. The reports were very similar to descriptions of the lights that were seen in Phoenix a few years earlier, and in other events that have happened around the world. Similarly, the Air Force released a statement denying that any planned operations had been taking place in the region, and that air traffic had been light at the time. It was noted, though, that
Leslie,
no pilots from the nearby airport
Pretty
reported
sure I've
seeing the
watched it
lights.
before.
Some have tried to explain the phenomenon.
All right, 2 a.m. The Smiling Man. This is one of my favorite shorts. And supposedly there is a movie pre-production or something about this, or to do with this. And I don't think it's going to be exactly this, but it's this filmmaker. Good night, Rodney. Thanks for hanging out. I wish we could get away with watching Twilight Zone episodes on here. It's so simple. I think some of my favorite shorts or movies in general, concepts in general, a lot of times are just taking a really simple concept and just doing it really well. because the sound, the timing is what really makes this work. I mean, look at that. His movements are phenomenal. And I love that they're not like overdoing the way he looks.
What the hell do you want?
Ah! You guys remember feeling like that as a little kid? That excitement of being scared, like especially Halloween. Something would scare you, but not actually super scare you, just enough to get that adrenaline and be running through the dark with friends and stuff. God, I miss that feeling. Ah, it's so creepy. Awesome. Michael Evans.
Outside the lines.
How's the scented angel soft coming?
Angel, we've got it. The smelling room is at the scent inside.
All right. Let's see. So here's another one. This was sent over by Shadow. It's called The Backstabber. And it's on Dark Fun YouTube channel. Here's the Instagram, Patreon, and all the information if you guys want to check out more about this. Definitely go and subscribe to Dark Fun Weekly Horror Shorts. I subscribed just now. Give them love if you're watching this at any point, because they gave us this content. Man, everybody stopped commenting all of a sudden. You guys still out there? And it's okay if you guys are just watching and listening. That's cool. But just making sure that everything's still working okay. All right, good. QAnon headquarters. Nice babushka. I love that word, babushka.
Who is this?
Now everybody's out
How
here.
would you feel when you realize you are a victim, just like in your novel?
I said, who is this?
I like
One
that
of
voice.
your fans.
Kind of reminds me. Yeah, maybe it was QAnon, but no, it kind of the voice reminds me a little bit of what's his name that does the voice for Scream. I thought it was messed up too. Strange. Yeah, it was just like all of a sudden nobody was commenting at all. Yeah, who does Ghostface? But I can't remember the actor, the voice actor. He's super famous because he's done it in every Scream. So you guys excited that we're getting a new Scream 7? Start pre-production soon. He's making smart choices. Her face, for some reason, reminds me a little bit of Darcy. Darcy, the male girl in The Last Drive-In. Just a little bit. Not as pretty as Darcy, but... Yeah, The Serve Man is one of the greatest episodes for sure of Twilight Zone. Like, that's got to be up there, top 5, probably. Can't do any more Screams. What's up, Danny? I'm okay with it. The last 2 were actually really good. I wish they'd get a little bit more creative with the ending on the last 2, just a little bit, but they were so well done. Oh, I bet, Joe. I've been getting up at freaking 4 in the morning the last few days. It's driving me crazy, and I just can't fall back to sleep.
What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, Scream's not for everyone. Like, Scream holds a real special spot for me, the original, because it was the first, legit horror movie I went to in a theater with friends and, you know what I mean, and fully got invested in, and I love it. I think it was so groundbreaking, and it revitalized horror. If it wasn't for Scream, horror would not be what it is today, period. What's up, Tony Walker? Love you guys, too. QS Florida.
Okay, I love this game.
It's awesome, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna go down and stay with Leslie. I'm gonna go down and stay with Leslie in Florida here in October. We're gonna go to some conventions and just do a bunch of fun horror shit, make some cool content for you guys. So anybody in the Florida area should try to see if you guys can meet up with me at I forget the name. I'll be posting exactly where and when and all that stuff as it gets close, but that sound is creepy. Just that little ringy sound. She's stabbing her phone? I'm not sure what good killing your phone is going to do. Or did she stab herself? What did I miss there? I feel like I missed something there, guys. So
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars?
Right?
Wasting tons of time on...
Strays is rated R.
I'm starving. How many of these should we eat? All of them?
You look different.
You look different too.
Is it my human hands?
Strays. Hey, the cops. I got this. Hello, officer. None of it. Shut up. Only in theaters. Rated R.
All right. So this is Alien. It's called Dinner Party. Alien short sci-fi horror movie. Let's see. What is episode 2? Should we watch episode 1? This is episode 2. Also, I don't like that this isn't their movie. I don't like people reposting movies. Like, I'm not really sure why they're even doing that. Or is it their movie? I can't figure it out. Maybe it is their movie. Because I'd rather try to play it from the source, so whoever is the movie is like... I just don't know why this is episode 2. Where's episode 1? Oh, is this... Okay, this is the first one. I think. Yeah, here we go. Episode 1. So we'll watch this first. Yeah, I definitely want to, you know, New York, Orlando, Chicago. Like, there's a lot of places I really, really want to go someday. I'm excited to go to Florida. I'm just excited to travel, man, and meet any of you guys. I know, right? There's something creepy about that phone. She got her in the bush. Strays does look really funny, I agree.
Dinner's almost ready, guys.
Oh, that sounds fun. I would definitely like to go to that.
I found one of them.
Eli, get down here.
I think we had one hell of a good comedy this year.
Can you please set the dinner table for me?
I'm gonna go over to eat at Josh's house tonight.
And when were you planning on telling me that?
Wrong
I
turn.
cooked enough for an army.
Come on, Amy. Let's go wash up for dinner.
I don't know. I forgot. Josh's mom is having make your own pizza night.
So you'd rather go over to the Kowalskis and make your own food than sit with your family and eat the meal that I've spent all night making for you?
Yeah, it sounds like a teenager.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
But you have to promise me if I let you go, you need to be here this weekend to help me with your sister's birthday.
But it's gonna be all little kids. She doesn't even care if I go.
Well, I care.
Fine.
I'm trying to figure out the name of the
Now,
comedy.
go take out the
I'm
trash.
thinking of.
It's disgusting.
Joyride. Like, I don't know if you guys, any of you saw Joyride, but I think Joyride was an amazing comedy. The blackening was fantastic too, especially because it was super funny and it still had all that horror, gore, and fun horror shit. I didn't think it was scary, but I thought it was very funny. I've heard of that, Leslie. I've heard of the Paris Festival. I've always wanted to go to that. Like, legitimately, always wanted to go to that. Yeah, that's why Joyride was so good, Garrett. Because it was oh, fuck, but you didn't give a shit. Super faulty, like, in your face. Super, super funny. Your family smells weird? You have a smoke machine? I used to have a smoke machine. Gizmo's in there? Gizmo's in the smoke machine? I bet. That sounds so fun.
Who's there?
Yeah, I would definitely like to go to
What do you want?
Fire Festival. Florida definitely sounds like my kind of place. I like that shot, that silhouette. Why is Gizmo in your trash can? That's fucked up. Gizmo is clean.
Oh, Dad! Open the door.
Your theater used a smoke
on?
machine?
What's going on, bud?
Something's chasing me.
The
We have to
taste
get
and
inside.
smell, man, of smoke machines
Okay,
is like.
what's chasing you?
I don't know. I was taking out the trash and there was a really bright light.
He's so
and
obviously in front of a green screen
I
there.
woke up in the woods.
Is there someone we can call for you?
Isn't that his parents?
Can we call your parents for you?
What? You guys are my parents.
I think you're confused.
I'm not confused. Now hurry up and let me inside. Let me in. Let me in. No, let me in.
Flight of the Navigator.
No.
Boo. Yeah, I have a hard time believing that adults would treat a teen like that either. Like, he's still young enough. They might be freaking out, but they would let him in and call the police. Oh, snap! It's him. I'm curious, what does he look like? Find a mirror. Three strangest and underrated films I know. You notice that there's too high people talk about them. Aliens and they're watching. That's actually a really creepy look from that kid right there. And I feel like there was enough context there, though. But, like, it just leaves you with a bunch of questions, like I don't know. What is episode 2? Okay, so this should be episode 2. Starting to look like fire production. I'll have to keep an eye out for those, Tony. I know, that would be cool to get a clone. Well, what would you do with your clone? Man, I love the X-Files. It was so great back in the day. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the models and just the production in general, definitely is a step up, like immediately. This one longer. Oh yeah, this one's 20 minutes.
Good morning, Hector.
Hey.
Much longer. Yeah, like they got a legit budget for this one.
Hey, Janet, I brought Christmas cookies. I'm on a cleanse.
Bitch.
Hey, Nathan, there's Christmas cookies in the break room if you want one.
No, right.
Thanks for hanging out, Heavy Metal Crone.
Sorry.
And for blessing me with some money towards my nails tomorrow. I really appreciate it. Dude, Leslie, that was the most fucked up, scariest. Like that episode to this day sticks with me. 100% agree. That episode is wild. I've been there. You're on accident at work and they get the volume so loud. You're like, oh shit, I didn't want anybody to know I was watching You know, not porn, of course, but like, you know, whatever YouTube video. Remember back when you used to always get those stupid musical emails all the time? Maybe you guys still get them. I don't get them, but
Makes that deal. It's
emails were
so
all loud
dumb.
videos and stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm going to call you back.
GIF
What?
video kind
Did
of
you
thing.
get the invitation to Mr. Shepard's Christmas party?
Of course not.
Well, I did. I just got the email asking me to RSVP.
Yeah, right. Here, let me see. That's weird.
Why? Because I got an invite and you didn't?
Yeah.
No, because Mr. Shepard's basically been
Totally
MIA
get
since
it,
his wife's
Leslie.
accident.
What? What happened?
Word on the street is that after their hunting expedition in Antarctica or somewhere, Mrs. Shepard basically came back a vegetable.
What?
I don't know, maybe she's better now. All I know is this guest list is a who's who of Lambcore.
Okay,
How are you? I
so
wouldn't miss
I
it.
get it now. This is nothing at all to do with that first episode. I thought it was going to be in the story because all that did was leave. I guess, like I did say, it's like a Twilight Zone thing, so this is a totally different story. Yeah, Shadow. Yeah. I wish they had continued that first one though. I want to know more about these like cloning alien things. It's like, why didn't the parents recognize the boy?
Mona, so glad you could make it. Come in.
I didn't know what to bring.
Oh, no, this is fine. May I take your coat?
Oh, thank you.
I'll be right back.
I love that individual artists are creating things, you know, like Black Mirror kind of stuff, so that you can make
Am I
shorts
early?
into this whole,
No.
you know.
No, you're right on time.
Lana.
So it's still
Hello,
shorts,
Mrs.
but it's,
Shepard.
like,
It's so
connected.
nice to meet you. Darling, please. Call me Camilla.
In a wheelchair waiting to leave the elevator. And where the activity starts, but I forgot the name of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't. So there's, because I didn't see any other on this page linked. The shorts or whatever. Dude, I don't understand. I could never have a bunch of stuffed animals.
So, where
No
is
way.
everyone?
Everyone?
For the Christmas party. We prefer more intimate gatherings, dear.
We find
Oh, I
most
bet they're
effective way to get
vampires.
to know someone.
Mr. Shepard,
Yes, Benjamin?
dinner is served.
Oh, okay. Well, at least
Excellent.
she's
We'll
not
be right in.
called dinner.
Ah.
Oh, she's dessert.
He says to me, oh, no, that is not my wife. That is my sister.
That would be fun. I would totally. I would be totally down with the
I
plus.
said to Camilla, that's the last time we go to an after-hours club in Buenos Aires.
So, Lana, tell us, where's home?
Well, I'm just your average Midwestern girl.
Nah, they're not swingers.
And what brought you all the way out here?
That wouldn't make for a creepy
Well,
ass.
since I was a kid, I've always dreamed about living in the big city. And after my parents passed, I thought there's really nothing tying me down.
And that's your sister's wife?
Life's too short, you know?
Jack, are you just rambling?
If you know what you want,
nonsensically.
you got to go for it.
Yeah, ask God the mark
I'll
of the
drink to
smile.
that.
Yep.
Yes, Benjamin, thank you.
My pleasure, madam.
Speaking
I
of
think
Buenos Aires,
they
have
need
you ever
her
been?
blood
No,
Oh,
I've always wanted
for the
to.
wife
fascinating
or
city.
something.
Just beautiful. You know, they lived under oppression for so long, so now it's very free.
Oh, that's good. Benjamin, how stupid are you? You've ruined everything.
Yeah,
No,
Benjamin.
no, it's okay. It's just water. Is there a bathroom that maybe I can?
Yes, it's just down the hall to the left.
Thank you.
Any guesses out there? What's their deal? I think they need her blood for something, like the wife, because the wife's so faded looking. Like maybe they're vampires, but maybe they just simply bleed her or do something, take her energy. Because I think they're like super old too, like you were saying. They have like the classical hair, the classic ascot thing.
So sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Take
Just
her
thought you might be
body?
lost. This house is so big, you might
Oh,
not
like
find
do
your
a
way
soul
out.
swap thing
Yes.
for the
Thank
wife?
Hmm.
Ooh, that would make sense.
Come, the night is young.
Yeah, exactly. Like I could get out. Look at that. Both you and Artemis, Leslie, do the same thing. That looks good. I would eat that cheesecake.
So, Lana, what were you doing?
I just love how they're trying to
sorry?
make her look all sickly. and
Before
old,
you came to
and she's
LabCorp, what were
not
you
that
doing?
old, and she's really pretty.
Oh, I was working at an internet startup.
And before that?
Well, that was my first job out of college.
And
so-
before that? What was your first memory?
Yeah, it's some kind of get out thing. So,
I don't know. No one's ever asked me that question before.
Well, I remember mine. It was
Benjamin!
Yep.
Please get Prince taken out of her. She needs a rest. Benjamin, take Mrs. Shepherd to our sleeping quarters and see that she's made comfortable. It's all right. You'll be fine. Get your rest.
I hope they do a little bit of a twist on the get out thing, because otherwise it's just kind of like
Thank
ripping
you
off
so much for dinner.
the same
I
concept.
really hope Mrs. Shepherd gets better soon.
You're not leaving just yet, are you?
Would any of you guys have even stayed? Like if I
I
rolled up
really should get
and
going.
it's like
Dinner
Leonard
was wonderful,
Jr.'s
though.
wife, like I'm not sure I would have even stayed, because that's just
Stay
weird.
for a nightcap at least. I have this very rare Macallan, distilled in
Like, I would
1926,
right
aged
here,
in
I
oak
would be thinking,
barrels.
okay, this guy's trying to
Only
sleep with me.
40 bottles ever produced. And I have the last one.
Still her shoes.
So, what should we toast to?
To good health.
Yeah, the butler's
Yes,
scared as shit
Good
too,
health indeed.
which also leads back to the like get out thing. You stay for the free food. I just
think
would have
it's
been like,
about time we
nah,
stop
I'm
beating
not
around the bush,
comfortable.
don't
Like,
you?
well, what?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I think you do.
No, sir, I'm sorry.
Lana, let's stop with the lies. You've come into my home and lied to me all evening.
What? All week? Never accept. That's a true horror fan. Anyone that won't accept a drink and mix themselves.
I think it's time we find out exactly what you are.
What the fuck? Okay, now I'm truly confused. Is this like they think she's a monster or something? I was thinking it was gonna be like a run, sweetheart, run kind of thing, but it's not. That's such a good movie. If you guys have not watched Run, Sweetheart, Run on Prime, dude, get over there and watch it. It's so good. Like one of my favorite movies this year.
Shut up!
Ah, what the hell? Yeah, it's definitely alien related.
We both knew
Maybe
it was
that's
going to
the
end this way.
twist. She's actually an alien. This whole
As
time
you
we
know,
thought she was like
Camilla and I have been collectors for
like
many
they were the
years.
bad ones.
In the beginning, it was the hunt for the most exotic animals. It was intoxicating. But then we were introduced to a whole new
A
world of
podiatrist.
collecting. Very secret, very elite society.
I was thinking
of people who
gynecologist,
hunt
not
extraterrestrials.
podiatrist.
Once we tasted that, there was no going back. But
Damn, eating
eventually,
aliens.
our
Interesting.
lust for the otherworldly caught up to us. We flew a little too close to the flame. And Camilla suffered the consequences of our hubris. What's that?
What do you want from me?
Lana, still pretending. Even though
Yeah,
Camilla was
we're all
paralyzed,
just
we had
upside
heard
down.
there was a cure. It was believed that the blood of a certain species of extraterrestrial contained healing properties. But unlike these useless beasts,
What about
this
your
alien
mustache,
resides
Doobie?
in plain sight. Among us.
What?
We were able to track down and capture one. And the rumors were true. Camilla slowly began to recover day by day. Our lives were getting back to normal. But
Oh,
then
what's
suddenly,
up, South Africa?
she started to rapidly decline. We needed more of its blood.
So good to have
Fortunately, we
you.
had drained the creature dry. So we
Oh,
began
you
the
ripped
hunt
her
again.
mustache off with duct tape. Yep.
Which brings us
That
to
hurts,
you.
man. Even without a
Mr.
mustache.
Shepard, I don't know what you think I am.
Superman will
Well, in
be coming
5
to save
minutes,
Lana.
we'll know one way or the other.
I haven't watched Cocoon in so many years.
It's Mrs. Shepard,
I do remember really
Something's
enjoying
wrong.
it way back in the day when I saw Cocoon. but
Fine, I'll be right
It's
there.
gotta have been 20 years since I've seen that movie. I need to
Don't
check
you
that out
try
again next time I
anything.
see it streaming somewhere. So what do you guys think? She is an alien? Maybe she doesn't even know she's an alien.
Thank you so much. He's insane.
Come on, here, put this on quickly. Quickly.
Dude, who cares about clothes? Just fucking run. Like, seriously, who cares about putting clothes on?
waiting on
You
your
just book
results.
it. Ass in the breeze. Who cares?
This is all you're doing. You lied on your resume. You lied.
Alfred's
You lied
dumb.
about your job history. You lied about your family. Your entire history is a lie. None of it is real. Tell me what you are.
Please
Say it!
I knew it.
Yep. Now you're fucked. Damn! He transformed quite a bit. Artemis says, dude. Damn! She just straight up ate him. Why was she all scared, dude? I guess maybe she had to kind of fake the scared because she didn't want to. Oh. Was her plan all along get in there to save the alien
Benjamin!
relative or whatever?
Benjamin, what have you done? Benjamin, where is Simon? Don't leave me here! Benjamin! Benjamin!
Your
Oh,
lunch,
please,
lady.
Please don't leave me here! Please!
Snack time. Love you too, Ralph. Thanks for everything. Thanks for hanging out and for helping the nail fund tomorrow. I know, not just octopus wolf spider. All right, let's do a little Q&A if anybody wants to, and then I think I'm going to call it a night because it's been 2 hours. But if anybody wants to do a quick Q&A for like the next 10 minutes or so, I'm down for that. Anybody got any questions or whatever? And now no one at all is commenting. Anybody's got any questions, just put question and then ask away. What state are you in? I am in California, and I'm coming to Florida in October to hang out with Leslie and maybe some of you guys too, any of you that live in Florida, because we're going to go to the convention. I forget the name of it. Maybe Leslie could post which horror convention it is, but anybody in Florida is welcome to come meet us at the convention. Let's see. No question, but just watch Excision last night. Damn. Yep. Excision is crazy. Like, it's not for everyone, but I love that movie. It's so savage and wild. Good day to you in Australia, Rachel. Kanan, this isn't a question, but I think I have a date this Saturday. Oh, like you're going out on a date? Nice. Hell yeah. Congrats on that. Yeah, I was in a band for a long time. I was in a few bands, actually. The little music that plays before like the little intro of my videos, that's my old guitar player made that little song for me. But yeah, I mean, I've played some different stuff that I've done on this channel before. But I was in a band called Mahala and another band called Graven Image. I was the singer in a band. Spooky Empire. Yeah, Spooky Empire is the name of the convention that we're going to. So if anybody in the Florida area is going to Spooky Empire, make sure you connect with us so we can meet up. That would be really fun. I would love to come to South Africa someday. Like, my goal is to travel the world with this channel ultimately and meet everybody, you know. But I think that's going to have to be a ways off because yeah, we're going to be there all 3 days. It's in Orlando, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Garrett, it's in Orlando. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you. It really means a lot, man. You guys feel like my family, and so I very much appreciate that. Do you like the band Suffocation? Yes, but I'm not like a big fan. I'm not a huge fan of the really, really hardcore deep death metal. It's not like I love the music element of it. It's the vocals. I'm more into where the vocals are not quite that. Like, I like when they're more mixed up, like bands like Lamb of God. You know, I love Lamb of God. I mean, honestly, I love everything, man. I'm a huge fan of music. Pretty much there isn't any kind of music I don't enjoy. See, question. Do you have any tips for dealing with depression and anxiety? I'm always dealing with that myself, you know. The big thing is you just always remind yourself that there's a tomorrow, and not just tomorrow, but there's we're always moving forward. Things are constantly changing. And You just got to get through this moment. Just got to get through this hour. Just got to get through this day. Just got to get through this week. Whatever it is, you just got to get through that, and there is going to be better times ahead. There just always is. You just got to hang in there, just get through it, you know? Like how whatever you got to do to get through it, just get there, and it's going to get better. Nice, Garrett. You got to come meet us. Yep. Exactly like what Brian said. You know, that's what these lyrics right here, you can't really read them because they're all hard to read, but there are some lyrics I wrote in a song back when I was in music, and the words are, and if I can't walk, I will still crawl and rip you apart. And the point of that is it's directed at life. It's not at a person per se, but it's just meaning never give up. No matter what you do, no matter how many times you knock me down, I'm going to continue to fight, continue to, you know, to try to win, to keep going. Because I've literally, like when I wrote these, I literally couldn't walk, man. But I was like, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep fighting, keep moving forward. Like no matter how bad things get, I promise you there's better times ahead, you know? And there's other people in the world who have been through something as bad or worse and have continued to fight and things got better for them. Like, you know, always remind yourself that other people have done it, which means it's possible. So you just got to get through today, just got to get through this anxiety, this moment, get to the next where it's going to get better. You know, sometimes it takes a while, you know, you just got to keep fighting though. Question: do you have a Screenbox? I have Shutter too, but rarely hear Screenbox. I do have Screenbox. I don't watch it much because honestly, it's just a lot of really small, a lot of like, I don't know. There's just not a lot there yet, and I really hope that they can start getting some more of these because Shutter originals are amazing. You know, like they're so good. They're just a really quality independent horror movies, but it's like right now Screenbox is stuff. I mean, there's a few things, but for the most part, they're just, you know, like stuff that's just really not great. On top of that, it's stuff you can find everywhere. Like it's already available on Tubi for free or Prime or a lot of other places. So it's like, why go to Screenbox? But I think we're not that far away from Screenbox taking that next step and being better. You know, my goal is as soon as it takes that next step and gets a little bit better, you know, to do a list on it and try to promote it some and try to get. But yeah, right now I personally haven't found a ton of things to watch on it, so that's why I haven't made a list on it yet. Man, I want to go to some haunted places. Yeah, I just have about everything for streaming level up. For streaming, yeah, I do too. Like sometimes I'll drop one for a month or so, but then I get it again, you know, as soon as it's kind of got refreshed content. But yeah, I pretty much always have access to everything. It's kind of part of the job. But this Friday, I actually don't need these anymore. This Friday's video is Shutter, and it's one of, like, I swear to you guys, it's one of the best lists I've ever made. Like all 10 of these movies are really good on and all different kinds of movies, but a lot of them are first time watches for me and movies I'm really excited about. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, this Friday's video is going to be Shutter. So yeah, I mean, there's just lots of movies everywhere. It's why I started this channel, though. It's just there's tons of movies everywhere, but the thing is just not knowing, you know, what to watch, and you'll sit there and just like scroll through your streaming service for days because you just don't know what to watch. It's like, yeah, there's lots of content, but what is worth watching? Shudder has some amazing movies. People just don't know the names of the movies, so they don't realize how good these are. But I'm telling you, this list that I'm putting out Friday, and I've done many lists for Shudder, many lists. Like I'm pretty much one every single month, going back like 2 years. Like if people just don't understand how good the original content on Shudder is. They just, you don't know the names of them. Question: considering what we watched tonight, have you ever thought about going through YouTube and making a list of fan movies? Oh, like best of fan movies? Yeah, I've definitely thought about doing that. The problem with a lot of things like that is just YouTube not pushing it. It's like a lot of the videos I make, they just don't push them. So that's why you see me mostly making them on the streaming services, because those are the ones that they show everybody. And not only do I need to make a living from this, so I need enough people to watch the videos because of that, but beyond that, I want the channel to grow. And if no one has shown the videos, then the channel won't grow and nobody even knows about them. Like there's so many videos I've dropped that nobody ever even realizes I did, because it's just YouTube never showed people. So that's also why I started the second channel, which you haven't checked the second channel out. It's just my name. It's Kanan Becker on YouTube. And it's where I'm putting all my solo reviews. Like right now, I just put the last Voyage of the Demeter review up on there. But that's why I'm doing the second channel, is because the algorithm just doesn't promote things. You got to like kind of work with the algorithm in the way that it works. Yeah, their originals are phenomenal. People just don't realize it. I'm telling you. I'm not saying go get Shudder today, but watch my list Friday. And if your interest is piqued, at least give Shudder that free trial period to check it out. I often wonder how many people get away with fan films. The owners of the IPs don't sue them. There are a lot of rules on what you can do. The owners of the IPs can't sue them as long as you follow the correct guidelines. Like there's certain names you can't use, because it's not so much the story that's copyrighted. It's like individual characters and things like that. So like the fan films, they can't call certain characters by that name. They'll call them by something else, and that's how they get away with it. But also a lot of them are just small. They're not like really making a bunch of money. So what are you going to sue for? If anything, it just drives more people and more interest at your IP. So it just, but there's a lot of them that get away with it just because, they follow the right guidelines. There's a lot of legal things you could do. There's like, you don't have to be sneaky. You just got to, be careful to not do certain things. Like a friend of mine has a brand new Nightmare on Elm Street fan film coming out, and everything we've seen so far looks phenomenal. It's called Dylan's New Nightmare. And Cecil, who has the horror show YouTube channel, it's his movie. And they just had to follow guidelines. There's just a lot of things they can't do and a lot of things they can do. No, they don't really ask him for permission, because most of them are going to say no. But like I said, the law is on your side if you know how to, like what you can and can't do. No, I wish I was sponsored by Shudder. That would be dope. I've always wanted to be sponsored by Shudder. No, I don't have very many sponsors in general. You guys know when I am sponsored by stuff, but I just truly believe in what Shudder does, because they're putting money behind independent artists. And there's not a ton of companies out there that do that. You see like A24 and you see Blumhouse, and like, oh, that's great, but those are companies that are putting millions behind these small indie movies. Yeah, they're small, but they're still like multi-million-dollar projects, right? But what about these films that are made for $20,000, $50,000, $100,000? What about those films? Someone needs to help those artists get out there, because that's where a lot of these artists get their start. They'll do a short and they'll get funded for like $10,000 to do a short, and then they get someone to fund them for like a $50,000 or $100,000 movie. And this is how we find new artists, new creators. Shudder puts a ton of money behind these new artists, and also gives them a platform. So not only are they paying to get these movies made, in a lot of cases, we're paying for the rights to these movies, but then they're showing them and giving them a platform. On top of that, they brought back Joe Bob Briggs. I love Joe Bob and The Last Drive-In and what it stands for. And on top of that, there's these documentaries on Shudder that they've done that nobody else is doing. I mean, Shudder does so much for the horror industry, just like Bloody Disgusting. And that's why I love what they're trying to do with Screambox. It's just right now, I just don't think Screambox is it's got enough to really, I don't know. It's tough. I need to go through Screambox again and dig a little deeper. But from what I know, there just isn't a ton that's really worth. It's not even about the money because it's only a few dollars a month, but it's just, I haven't found a ton to watch there in general. Yeah, exactly. Never Hike Alone and Never Hike in the Snow are both phenomenal. But like with both those, there's things they can and cannot do. And that's how they were able to get away with it. I mean, for one, they're not called Friday the 13th. Oh, I thought they did. Pirates? Okay, I don't. What? Even if I was sponsored by someone, like I'd always tell you guys if I'm sponsored by someone, but beyond that, I'm not going to tell you guys something is worth using or getting if I don't actually think it is. It's like the video I did with the chair. Like I told you guys honestly what I thought of the chair. I even said that the directions were confusing and not the greatest, but that the chair is a badass chair. The coloring book, everybody I know that ordered that coloring book has been super happy with it. Like I'm not getting rich from this for one, but I'm not trying to make make money off you guys. I'm trying to be honest, and the whole point of this channel when it started from the very beginning was to help everybody. It's all started in 2020 when everybody was sitting around bored, trying to find things to do and kind of miserable. And I couldn't do my art anymore. And the only thing I could do was try to help you guys. You know what I mean? Try to help other people out there. I didn't even think it would turn into anything, but I knew that I knew a lot of horror movies and I could maybe help recommend some to help give people something to watch. I totally agree, Vorpal. That's why I love Joe Bob Briggs and The Last Drive-In. It's what he does. He's one of the last, there's only a few. Svengoolie, there's just only a few horror hosts. I'd love to do something like that someday. I think that would be a lot of fun. I tell everyone the same thing with streaming services. Don't keep them for every month. Just rotate. So this month, get Shudder. Next month, get Amazon Prime. The month after that, get HBO. These streaming services only rotate their content every few months. And that's why I think that my list can really help people save money and not only help you find things to watch, but just hear what's new on there and see if it's worth getting it again. Because I spend that money that you don't have to and time. I mean, I'm sure there are some, Shadow, that do get permission. I know the vast majority don't because those IPs are big. Most of them would be like, fuck you. We're not letting you make money off of our, you got to buy, you have to buy any licensing stuff. So if you wanted to use Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th, you got to twist it and change it just enough because otherwise they're not going to let you, use their IP and make money off of them. Man, that sucks. Yeah, I was sitting on a stool thing. I like that sponsor giving me that chair was, I mean, it actually wasn't even a sponsor. It was just a review. They just contacted me. Were like, hey, would you review our chair? I was like, okay. Like, you're going to send me a free one. I'm hoping that they'll still come back to me and be like, hey, we want to sponsor you to talk about the chair more, but I don't think they will, because like nobody's really watched that video. But I still got a cool free chair out of it, so, and I 100% believe in everything I said about that chair. It's like I really didn't get anything. Like, I could have said it was the worst chair in the planet. It wouldn't have mattered because they just sent me a chair. They weren't sending me money. I do modern. Or I did. I haven't done art in a while, but I do modern art. If you look up my name on Instagram, you'll see all my art. But I do painting, sculpture. It's abstract expressionism. Who was your horror host growing up? My horror host was Sam. I think Svengoolie was the main one. I mean, I did see Up All Night, and I did see Joe Bob from time to time. But I think Svengoolie was the main one, though, that I was always excited for on Saturday nights to watch. All right, man. Thank you so much for checking in from South Africa, Rion. Elvira, yeah. I definitely watched Elvira from time to time, too. All right, guys. I need to call it. I need to get some food, and I'm just tired. So, but I appreciate you guys. Seriously, I appreciate all you guys so much. Especially helping me to get my nails done tomorrow. It may not seem like a big deal to some people, but for me, like, my nails are like this burst of remembering life is not all bad, and that life can be colorful, and it's just like my socks. I always got some kind of bright, happy socks on. And so I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, I'm tired. All right, guys. Remember, horror can be fun. I'll see you guys on Friday about 6 o'clock. I think I'll do the live stream Q&A and open up. I have some packages to pick up and some different things from you guys to open up. So until then, I'll see you guys.